Welcome to Ricoma Craft Show. Today we're at Hunter Creek's farm with Snoopy, our racehorse. Woo, good boy. So I'm going to show you how to make your own Kentucky Derby hat out of freestanding lace. So let's get started. Yes, Snoopy. I don't know about you. I love the Kentucky Derby and all their fashions. This is the 150 year for the Kentucky Derby. Let's take this boring hat and I want to teach you how to make it with freestanding lace. Let's get back to the workshop.
Welcome back to our workshop. I'm so excited. I'm going to show you how I did the 3D flowers for our Kentucky Derby hat. So, I got water-soluble stabilizer. I'm using the Mighty Hoop. You put down one layer of stabilizer, and I put another layer of water-soluble stabilizer, and I'm using organza, and I'm going to sandwich it between another layer of water-soluble. I put 3 layers of water-soluble because I want it to be sturdy when we wash this out. Snap it in. Now, this is the base of the flower, so I'm going to make it glittery. So, I'm going to use the heat vinyl. Remember to take off your plastic off of your vinyl. And I'm just going to lay it in here. I can trim this off because this is just the base of my flower. And this is going to be applique. And let's take it to the machine. We're going to do a trace. And start. Okay, now I'm going to take my applique scissors and cut up to the stitch line. We're going to put it back on the machine and finish up this layer of flour. Now the design is finished. I mean, we're not finished because now we're going to add the 2 parts of the flower on top of this. And I'm going to show you how to sew them together. I already got the center for the embroidery in my machine in the hoop. So I'm going to do the trace. You want to make sure your needle is right here in the center. And I'm going to lay my petals down. This is the medium-sized petal. I already done this. It saved time. And this is the small. And I want them to crisscross. Now this flower is going to be in the link below, so you can do this. Looks good. Your flower is done. All you have to do is trim around your flower. Now, this is the flower that we just did. It's on our hat. I'm going to show you a little trick now, how to get rid of the organza. I have an electric heat tool that will melt the organza around and seal off the edge of your flowers. Now it's very hot, so be very careful with it. And This has already been washed with the water soluble and it's stiff. That's what you want, it to be really stiff. So I'm going to take my heat gun and you just touch it and you go around it. And I have a paper towel here and I just wipe this as I go. And you get a burning smell, so it's okay. See how I'm going around just in a slow motion? That's how it's done. This is what I did with all the flowers that's on this hat. And this will have to be washed because it's got the water soluble. And I would do the same thing with this, with the gun. So, we're moving on to the hat. This is the boring hat that we're going to take and decorate. This is tulle. You can use organza, satin, anything that you would want. You don't have to have a hat just like this. You can use any type of hat that you want to do to decorate your Kentucky Derby hat. So I'm just going to wrap it around here. Can you do a loose bow? And I'm taking one of my feathers and putting it in here. And I'm going to tie it in here. So the feathers is going to make it look nice. Then I'm going to take my flower here and I'm just going to use straight pins here. Then I'm going to add more flowers. I use pins first to see how I want it to look because I got all different types of flowers out here and you could do any type of flower that you want. After you get your flowers placed the way you like them, you could take your glue gun, low temperature now, low temperature, and I love this one because it's cordless and I could get in here and glue your flowers down. Okay, I'm going to put my hat on. And let's go back to the races.
If you like what we do here, subscribe, like, leave your comments. This is our Mint Juliet for the Kentucky Derby. We're off for the races.